Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Today I'm going to be reviewing a beer from a brewery that I have a great fondness for, OSKAR Blues Brewery out of Longmont, Colorado. They also have a facility in Texas. That's where the beers that end up here in Nevada are brewed. But OSKAR Blues is a perfect example of a blue collar brewery. It's craft beer, it's affordable, and plenty of cans. So honestly, if there was any one brewery was going to give a special seal of approval to, honestly, I think it would be OSKAR Blues. Today's selection is the Guns and Rose Ale, described as ale with hibiscus and prickly pear. Um, Now, I did do a little research, and I got to say, guys, yeah, I'm not OSKAR Blues. I'm not crazy about your website. It's pretty much any other brewery's website I go to. I can go to the specific beer. I can find out things about said beer, maybe even a suggestion for a glass to use while drinking it. Can't find that stuff at OSKAR Blues Brewery, at least website, at least that I couldn't see. I mean, I found out where you could find their beers, but in terms of descriptions of the beers, I couldn't find, at least not for that one. Um, but going and doing a little research, it has been described on Untapped and uh, Beer Advocate as being an American Pale Ale. And just to give you some facts about it, I paid $1.79 for this 12-ounce can. It has a 6% ABV, 38 IBUs, so a little higher on the Pale Ale, but it does have the prickly pear as part of its components. Two of my friends on Untapped have given it a cumulative score of 4.0. 2,921 of us given a cumulative score of 3.41. Beer Advocate was first reviewed on the 14th of September 2018, and it got a 3.76 cumulative score, which on their scale is a very good ranking. So there you have it. There's all the info on that. Um, it was canned actually a month ago today, so that's pretty damn good, huh? And the question at the bottom, you know where you are. Those of you who know OSKAR Blues well enough know that there's usually something clever on the bottom of it. There was actually a tribute to David Bowie, 'cause the cans that they brewed the day after he died or something like that. But I do remember seeing a Bowie tribute on the cans. So anyway, that's the story of OSKAR Blues, and that's the story of this particular wine. See the word rosé and automatically I think wine. Of this particular beer. So let's crack this bad boy open, see how it pours. I think I did mention, but in case I did not, I paid $1.79 for this 12-ounce can. And there's the kitty. Hi, kitty. You are seeing very, very close to the actual color of this beer right now as I'm looking in the camera. It's maybe a shade or two darker uh, than what you're seeing, but that's pretty much the color. I'm going to describe that as about a medium-high carbonation. The head is actually dissipating as I'm speaking, so I don't know that this head is going to be there very long. It is nice and foamy, but I don't think it's going to retain a hell of a lot of retention, or it's going to have a lot of retention to it, to be honest with you. But it does have sort of a rosé color. That's definitely not the color you'd expect of an American Pale Ale. So it is it is holding true to that particular terminology. I think I'm going to quit yapping. Wow, it smells like it's going to have a lot of IBUs in it, actually. It smells like it's going to have a tartness to it. It certainly smells tart. Just a little bit of the wheat past the fruit, but I can definitely smell the prickly pear, that's for sure. All right, cheers. Hmm, that ain't bad. It's kind of unusual. It's difficult to explain it. I don't know whether rosé wine was actually added to the brewing or not. It honestly tastes a little bit like it. You can sure taste that prickly pear. And yes, just a little slightest bit of hibiscus. There's a little bit of floweriness in there. Ain't bad. Uh, I don't know that I'd drink a six-pack of this. You can see now that the carbonation is starting to phase out a bit. And in fact, that head is becoming more wispy as time goes by. There's definitely a tartness to it. There's a tart aftertaste. Kind of a, I'm going to describe it as a low mouthfeel, not particularly spiky. I'm not experiencing any kind of alcohol burn. 6% ABV, not particularly high, but not particularly low either. So I'm not experiencing any sort of alcohol. The hibiscus is actually coming through. Honestly, do you ever sometimes have a flavor that comes through more on your lips than on your tongue? That's kind of the situation here. $1.79. It was worth giving a try. Like I said, I don't know that I'd have another one. Probably going to give this a 3.75 on Untapped. I would normally give it a 3.5. Coming in a can, give it a 3.75. But I'm trying to think of who would dig this, and I'm gonna say if you're trying to initiate yourself into sour ales, like you're just trying to work your way into it, I'm gonna recommend this to you. Actually, I'm gonna say that this is a way to get yourself into sour ales because there's the tartness, but there's a sweetness too, and it's not particularly sour. So, um, all in all, not a bad beer, but not one that I'm gonna be drinking a lot more of. But anyway, gang, until next time, drink good beer, don't break the bank doing it, and cheers.